Hello folks, welcome to my channel. I'm Wayne. This is Fresh Flavor Fix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare this meal for you today, right? This is one of the most requested meals that I get when I go to camp and I cook in camp. So this channel is intended primarily for the busy professional who doesn't have a lot of time to prepare meals and definitely don't have a lot of time to cook beyond 30 minutes. Anything beyond 30 minutes, I check out and I call DoorDash. Let's not do that. Let me show you how to do it fast, flavorful, and get your fix. Let's cook. Okay. This is my coleslaw setup, and it gets me making some salad and snacking on it right away, right? And it holds me over until the rest of the food is ready. I'm eating coleslaw salads a lot more often. Let me change cones here and go with number 2. Yeah, go with number 2. And for me, where salads are concerned, I'm like a kid, man, where it's got to look good. Another thing that I like is that I can here's a little flavor pop for you. Add a touch of ginger. Gotta make sure this is secure. Just a little flavor pop, some slivers of ginger, right? I love that where it comes to flavor. This is my first round. I don't want to eat too much because it'll kill my appetite for dinner. So it's a combination of some shelled pistachios and some dried cranberries, right? A little bit of blueberries in the mix. And again, flavor pop, some parsley, works really, really well in there. And then finally, your raspberry, guava, vinaigrette. And that is what I start to snack on as I'm cooking, right? Ties you over, and you're not tempted to just dial for food delivery. Saves a lot of time and money for you. Okay, folks, so let's prepare some of the individual items that we're going to be cooking. First, for the rice, I've got the rice all measured with the coconut milk and the pigeon peas. Let's dice up a little bit of garlic for it, right? I like to use this food processor. Perfect. Not too fine and not too big and chunky. Perfect. So let's prepare the plantain, right? Usually I get a medium-sized one, cut the ends off, cut it in 3s. Now, there's a right way to do this and there's Wayne's way to do this. I'm doing Wayne's way, right? Cut down the seam, peel it off. There you go. The right way to do it, especially if you're working and the chefs might be watching, is you basically just put it down flat, do it on the side while keeping it on the board, and then you pretty much do the same thing. But you know what? I've been cooking commercially since 2006. and I've never, ever cut myself, right? And it's little things like, for example, I use a serrated edge whenever I'm actually cutting plantain or whenever I'm cutting peppers and onions, because your knife can slip, but the serrated edge is a little bit more sure-footed and it grabs a little bit better, right? So you get nice, even cuts, right? Yeah, very nice. You should see these crisp up and turn golden brown in front of your eyes. It's a beautiful thing. I love fried plantain. There you go, guys. And because I'm doing the solo thing tonight, 9 pieces is perfect. Good sized plantain. I would consider that to be a medium sized plantain. All right, plantain's ready. Okay, everybody, so let's prep our salmon. So what we're going to do today is we're going to fry it up, right? Sometimes I alternate between baking and frying, depending on how I feel. Today we're going to fry it. So first, in a mixing bowl, pour in some panko, right? And then I'm going to add in my jerk seasoning, my jerk rub, right? And I'm going to mix it in. Now this same jerk seasoning is also in marinade form. So what I do is I will add some liquids to it and boil it up, turn it into a marinade, and that's going to be the final coating of the jerk salmon. When I go to camp and I go to the various camps and I cook in the camps, this is by far the most requested dish, jerk salmon, right? The jerk seasoning and the salmon is as happy a marriage as peanut butter and jelly, peas and carrots, right? So you just pat that down so that it holds firm. It binds very well. No flour needed. I know some people like to go the flour route, even like to go the egg and flour route, egg and crumbs, but it's not needed. Remember, this is a fast flavor fix. I've got a cutoff in my head. Anything beyond 30 minutes, I'm not having it, and I'll probably call for food delivery. So it's got to be fast and flavorful, right? There we go. Salmon is ready. I'm going to be frying the salmon up in our 8-inch skillet here, right? And the jerk seasoning, the marinade, is already on its way. It's heating up, right? And that's going to be the final coat on top of the salmon. That's the great finishing touch. Going to do the rice in this particular 2-quart, right? It's just me tonight, so I don't have to cook for an army. And the plantain, I'm going to fry up in my 10-inch skillet / frying pan. Now I've also got, where it comes to the cookware, this is my hex-clad cookware. It's the Gordon Ramsay cookware. I've also got a 12-inch skillet and an 8-quart pot. But I usually reserve the 8-quart for making soups and stews and chilies. And it's not too often that I actually use the 12-inch skillet. But sometimes if I'm really motivated to do maybe like a stir fry, and the boys are coming over, we're going to watch a game or something like that, that's always the best go-to pan. 1 cup of rice, 1/4 cup of pigeon peas, aka gunga peas, right? The plantain. So you want to lay down and move away from you so you don't get any splashbacks. There we go. Spread that out. Good. And get that in. And there we go. Okay. Let's see how the plantain's doing. Perfect. Perfect. Not the most graceful spin, but oh well. It happens. Right? And you want it to kind of overlap and sit on the bed of the rice, kind of like in a diagonal way, so it doesn't cover anything up. So you're getting a burst of flavor with or without the marinade. Okay, so you've got your salad and you've got your jerk seasoned salmon, right? Really, really nice dinner. What are you missing? Well, you're definitely missing a nice, refreshing drink, aren't you? So one of my favorite drinks of choice is rum punch. Beautiful. How can you tell that's my favorite part? Pouring the drinks. Okay, folks, so here you go. You see what I mean? Good food, fast, easy to prepare, and no food costs for delivery or anything like that. Simple. I have a system to really simplify things. So if you're tired of cooking for a long period of time, waiting forever for food delivery, stuff like that, subscribe, tune in, check out my stuff. The next time you see me, the next video I'm going to prepare is a Western comfort food. So I always kind of alternate between international Western comforts. Hope you enjoyed this. Cheers to you. See you next time. Oh yeah.